pero vamos la kill. Con sabor a sandía. Sons of Chaos, locura encendida. Entre risas y skills, la crew está en la vía. Sons of Chaos.
尊敬的各位媒体朋友们、合作伙伴以及所有热爱英雄联盟的同仁们，大家下午好！欢迎大家来到这里，我是今天的主持人于双，也同样的欢迎大家来到英雄联盟暨2025全球总决赛发布活动的现场。那今天呢，我们也是因热爱而集结，共聚这一场全球的电竞盛宴，也将一同解锁拳头游戏所有热爱英雄联盟的同仁们，大家下午好！首先，就让我们用最热烈的掌声，有请拳头游戏 CEO Dylan 先生，也同样的欢迎大家来到英雄联盟开场词2025全球总决赛发布活动的现场。那今天呢，我们也是因热爱而集结，共聚这一场全球的电竞盛宴，也将一同解锁拳头游戏与英雄联盟未来的全新动态。首先，就让我们用最热烈的掌声，有请拳头游戏 CEO Dylan 先生为本次媒体日致开场词。Let's welcome Dylan.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 你好. Good afternoon, everyone. Whether you have traveled here to Chengdu or you're watching this online somewhere from around the world, thank you for being here with us today. I'm Dylan Jadeja, CEO of Riot Games, and I am honored to be here to kick off the World's 2025 Finals. This year, KT and T1 will compete for the Summoners Cup, the official telecom wars, a 20-year rivalry, and it's going to be epic. Now, that's not just because of the elite athletes that will be on the stage, but it's also because of the magnificent backdrop that is Chengdu. The energy of the city, the passion of our fans, and the caliber of competition that we've seen throughout this tournament reminds us of how incredible this sport is. This year's Worlds is actually extra special because it marks 15 years of League of Legends Esports. 15 years ago, this sport began at DreamHack Stockholm with homebrewed broadcasts and a dream of what League Esports could become. We've come a long way since then, and there have been so many incredible moments along the journey that exceeded anything that we could have imagined for this sport. There was that incredible xPeke wombo-combo in 2015. There was Faker's Shockwave at Worlds 2017 that was heard around the world. There was the weight of an entire nation overcome with joy as Invictus Gaming raised the World's trophy for China in 2018. And now, at the precipice of the 15th World Championship, with KT closing in on a miracle run and T1 fighting for that three-peat, we will undoubtedly witness greatness once again. League of Legends has and always will be core to who Riot is. And our commitment to the game and the sport in this community has never been stronger. From the shift to a seasonal model with individual thematics and a connected story to our new tournament First Stand, to setting a record of 3.4 million viewers at MSI in my home country of Canada, this year has been one to remember. And we have a lot more, I promise you, in store for players for the next few years. All this feels especially meaningful as we stand here in Chengdu, where we're proud to bring Worlds back to China. China is a place where the love for League runs deep, and we want to sincerely thank our hosts here in Chengdu and in Beijing and Shanghai. Your energy and hospitality have already made this Worlds incredibly special for us and for players. We also want to take a moment to recognize our partners and our sponsors whose continued support has been instrumental in making Worlds and LoL Esports what they are today. Their commitment helps us bring this experience to life at the level that fans and players deserve. Thank you for standing alongside us and investing in this sport. We also want to take a moment to recognize the media influencers and creators here in the audience today and watching from around the world. You've been an incredible part of building the League ecosystem. Thank you for telling the stories that connect our players, and fans to the heart of our game and our sport. And to our finalists, your journeys to this stage represent countless hours of dedication, passion, and perseverance. You embody the pinnacle of competitive sport, and you've earned this moment, so please enjoy it. And to the millions of players and fans around the world, I want to express our profound gratitude on behalf of all riders. You are the reason we go to work every day and demand the very best of ourselves, because without you, none of this would be possible. This anniversary isn't just about looking back, it's about the future, about recommitting to delivering the highest levels of competition, innovation, and unforgettable moments for the next 15 years and beyond. Thank you for being here and supporting League of Legends. We can't wait to see who lifts the Summer's Cup on Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you, Dylan. 再一次感谢 Dylan 的精彩的分享，也让我们对于未来有了更清晰的期待。那接下来呢，即将进入大家最为期待的内容关注环节，游戏的核心内容以及全新的发布和各大赛区内容的更新，还有全球赛事的战略路线的重磅升级，以及备受瞩目的 First Stand 相关的内容分享。那现在就让我们有请拳头游戏执行制作人炮先生以及皮肤设计产品负责人 Stephen 女士一同为我们带来精彩的内容分享，掌声有请各位，有请。
Hello, everyone. Who's excited for Worlds? Yeah. As Dylan said, thank you so much for being here today and welcome to Chengdu. This year has been particularly special for the dev team because we've seen the community come together in ways that remind us why we make this game and who we do it for, players. As we look back on 2025, it's been a year defined by connection, experimentation, and staying grounded in our roots. From massive gameplay updates to highly connected thematic experiences across Runeterra, we've continued to push what League can be, and our community's response has fueled everything we've done, and at some points, guided us back to what makes League truly special. Worlds is always a moment where we celebrate the very best of competitive League, but it's also when we reflect on what makes this so universally special. Its stories, its artistry, and its global spirit. So I want to bring Stephanie Leung to the stage now to talk a bit deeper about some of the work that's gone into making sure we're specifically celebrating this moment in Chengdu.
Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie Leung. I'm the cosmetics lead for League of Legends. This year also gave us legacy moments that really honored the players and their journeys across all of our regions. When we first launched Hall of Legends, our goal was to celebrate not just competitive excellence, but the stories and the emotions behind the players' journeys, and those players themselves who really defined what it means to be legendary. Honoring Uzi as our first LPL inductee in 2025 was so incredibly special for us. His career shaped a generation of fans here in China and across the world. And so recognizing him in the Hall of Legends truly wasn't just about celebrating his victories. It was about acknowledging how he changed the game and inspired millions to chase their own greatness, both on and off the Rift. We're proud to say that between Faker and Uzi, we saw nearly 10 million Chinese fans and players celebrate our Hall of Legends inductees. And tens of millions of them also tuned in to watch all of the live streaming events in China here too. We wanted to create this same sense of cultural pride and celebration at Worlds this year with our 2025 charity skin, Panda Pal Lux. I love her. She is our tribute to Chengdu, a city known for its artistry, its warmth, and of course, iconic pandas. From the gentle panda companion that follows her to the delicate silk-inspired pandas on her outfit, every element was crafted with the city hosting this year's World's Finals in mind. Based off player feedback, we also hope to do more of these regional city-inspired skins at key moments during the year, even outside of charity skins. We really want to celebrate all the places that our players come from. With that said, Riot will donate 100% of the proceeds, as well as a 2x match for every purchase of Panda Pal Lux between November 5th and December 3rd. To the Riot Games Social Impact Fund. So we hope you enjoy everything we have to offer this Worlds, and stay tuned for some exciting updates we have still to come. Back to Paul.
Almost hit the statue. Thank you, staff. Before we bring Chris Greeley to the stage, I want to give you one. As we stand here at Worlds 2025, surrounded by fans, players, and creators from every corner of the globe, we just want to say thank you for your passion, for your creativity, your love for League. Every champion, every cinematic, every skin, it all comes from this shared connection. So here's to the competitors chasing greatness this weakness, to everyone watching at home, and to the moments that remind us why this game still means so much. We'll see you on the Rift. Thank you. And with that, let's bring up Chris. Wait, no. Go. Sorry, I'm messing up.
OK，然后 好的，我相信大家刚刚已经非常期待我们接下来还会有什么样的内容给到大家呢？接下来让我们有请到的就是英雄联盟赛事全球负责人 Chris Greeley。Let's welcome。
It is great when they tell me I first have to follow Dylan Jadeja just to prove I can actually say it from stage. And then they asked me to follow the cinematic, so I'm not sure who I pissed off. But anyway, great to be up here. So thank you, Paul and Steph, on behalf of Riot Games, the entire League of Legends Esports team. Thank you all for being here today as we head into the grand finale of yet another wonderful League of Legends Esports season. So we're just days away from the World Championship final, one of the biggest moments in esports. And I couldn't be more excited to watch the telecom war between our two finalist teams, T1 and KT Rolster, when they take the stage to compete for the Summoners Cup. For T1, this year marks an incredible journey, defending their world title after starting as the 4th seed of the LCK, kicking off their run in the play-ins, and now returning to the finals to close out Worlds for the 4th straight year. For KT Rolster, this moment is truly historic as they reach the World Grand Finals for the very first time. But before we look ahead to the finals, I want to take a moment to reflect on what has made this season so special. Worlds 2025 isn't just the culmination of a year of competition, it marks the 15th anniversary of League Esports. To honor this milestone, we've created special moments that pay tribute to our legacy, from the return of the classic Summoners Cup design to a Worlds music video that captures the passion, the emotion, and the evolution of the sport we all love, as well as celebrations in League PC, as well as in Wild Rift. Our World Pick'ems, powered by AWS, gave players fresh ways to connect with the tournament through the new Factions feature, and the response has been incredible and overwhelming. Before the Swiss stage began this year, over 1.8 million fans had already registered for Pick'ems, and an impressive 85% of them had joined a faction. Leading into knockouts, that number ballooned to 2.7 million total picks and almost 1 million crystal ball submissions, showing just how much fans love to be part of the action. We've also seen remarkable viewership growth throughout this year's tournament, with Worlds 2025 performing above expectations across both the play-ins and the Swiss stage, and all of our early indications are that that has continued throughout quarters and semis. The play-ins match between T1 and Invictus Gaming drove a more than 1,000% increase in both peak viewers and average minute audience on Chinese platforms, making it the most watched play-ins match in World's history. Now look, I understand what we did, right? We took two incredibly popular teams and had them play in a do or death match to get into Worlds, but 1,000% is still a lot. From the Swiss stage onwards, Worlds has continued the momentum. It has delivered strong and consistent viewership worldwide, and it proves that fans are deeply engaged at every step of our competition. As we head into the World Final, I want to take a moment to thank the Chinese League of Legends community, whose passion and support has been a cornerstone of our sports growth from its very earliest days. We're honored to bring the final to Chengdu, a city that embodies the same energy and love for the game, and a city that was such an incredible host to us last year for MSI. I'm especially excited to see the event come to life at Dongan Lake Sports Park. It is the perfect stage for this moment. Its scale, its cutting-edge technology, they allow us to deliver our most ambitious vision yet, setting the tone for an opening ceremony that matches the artistry, the emotion, and the global impact of Worlds. Speaking of the opening ceremony, this year's ceremony will be a true celebration of music, technology, and storytelling, as we just saw, featuring an unforgettable lineup of artists including Taya, Chrissy Costanza, and DJ, producer, and multidisciplinary artist Anima, who has joined Riot Games as a creative collaborator in this process, bringing his groundbreaking visual direction and live production expertise to the world stage. We're especially excited to have Jem perform our World's Anthem on the final stage, marking the first time a Chinese artist has performed the full World's Anthem. Jem is not only a musical powerhouse with one of the most distinctive voices in Asia, but also an international star whose influence extends far beyond China. She represents the passion and the creativity and the pride of Chinese League of Legends community, while bringing a global voice that resonates with fans everywhere. Looking beyond Worlds, I want to reflect on how much our sport has evolved this year and how we're continuing to grow. Our LEC and LCK team-led shows have brought the thrill of live competition directly to fans across Europe and Korea, creating unforgettable energy and atmosphere. These moments remind us that League of Legends isn't just a digital sport, it is a global community, and we thrive when we're together. This year in the LCK, we continued our team-led home grounds with shows from T1, Gen G, and KT Rolster. Now, if you're doing the math here, what that shows the other LCK teams is that if you throw a home grounds, you are guaranteed top 4 at Worlds. It's just math at this point. Each of these events delivered incredible moments, it brought fans together, and it gave our pro players more opportunities to play in front of loud, passionate, and supportive audiences. In EMEA, the LEC kicked off its road trips with a show in Madrid hosted by MKOI and another in Paris hosted by Carmine Corp. Both events were packed with fans eager to experience all the excitement and magic that live League Esports has to offer. So a big thank you to T1, to Gen G, to KT, MKOI, and K-Corp. It is a huge undertaking to produce a show and deliver these world-class experiences to fans. We were proud to partner with each of you this year to help bring your visions to life and create memorable moments for our community. The feedback from teams and players and fans in both regions has been overwhelmingly positive, and we're exploring ways to bring team-led shows to more regions. We believe in going where the players are, connecting fans to their favorite teams and their favorite pros, experiencing moments together, and doing it live and in person. Earlier this year, we introduced the Global Revenue Pool, a model that shares revenue from in-game esports content like world skins and other cosmetic items like Hall of Legends, and we share them directly with our partner teams around the world. We're proud to say that the model has already shown strong results, and we're on track to meet our financial forecast for the year, a promising sign for the future of team sustainability in League Esports. Looking ahead to 2026, we will continue to modernize our financial structure to reflect the evolution of the sport. Starting next year, we're going to redirect regional split prize pools in our global revenue pool regions into more impactful areas. This shift reflects our confidence in the maturity of the ecosystem and our commitment to investing in ways that drive meaningful player-facing experiences. The sums we were contributing to regional prize pools provided each individual player a very small sum, while the sum total that we were spending across all of our leagues is a meaningful amount that can help support our future efforts. The prize pools from international events will continue to be funded, and we'll do that out of the global revenue pool. We're incredibly confident in the progress that we've made this year, from Hall of Legends to our deeper tie-ins between League Esports and the League PC seasons. I think the cinematic we just showed was a really great example of how we've managed to fuse the game and the sport. We've also seen format innovation like Fearless, and we think those things combined have really helped energize competition around the world. Each of these efforts is part of a shared vision, a more connected and a more exciting future for players, teams, and our fans, no matter where they are. As the 2025 season comes to a close, we're already looking ahead to what's next, and 26 is shaping up to be another incredible year for League Esports. Although honestly, I'm standing on stage holding a microphone, what else would I say about our future plans? So this week, many of our regional leagues unveiled their format updates, laying the groundwork for a new year of innovation, competition, and unforgettable stories. With those regional updates in motion, let's turn our attention to what we have in store for global stages. After its success this year, we will be sticking with the Fearless Draft for the 2026 season, so don't fret if you were afraid that it would go away. First global event of the year, First Stand, will be hosted in Sao Paulo, Brazil at the Riot Games Arena from March 16th until March 22nd next year. Brazil has one of our most passionate fan bases, and we can't wait to bring this event to the heart of CBLOL country. It's been a long time since we've been there, 2017 MSI. We're super excited to go back. With the return of the LCS and CBLOL as independent leagues, the tournament will now feature 8 teams competing for regional pride and early season dominance. So next year we'll have 2 teams from the LCK, 2 teams from the LPL, and the remaining regions will each send 1 team to compete in the tournament. Next year's format will see some changes, but we'll talk more about that at season start. I can tell you, though, that every match at First Stand next year will be a best of 5, and the result will be more games, more storylines, and more opportunities for teams to showcase their depth, adaptability, and creativity under pressure. Next up on the 2026 roadmap is MSI, which will take place in Daejeon, Korea. MSI 26 will feature 11 teams from around the world, bringing together the very best from each region to compete for not only international glory and momentum heading into the second half of the season, but also for a direct qualification at Worlds 2026. We've made a change to the play-in stage for 26 at MSI, which will now qualify 1 team into the bracket stage, while continuing to use a double elimination format and full best of 5s that ensure every match still carries the tension and the drama that fans have come to love. Dates and venue and seating details will all be announced a little bit later, but we're thrilled to return to Korea, a region that continues to set the global standard for excellence in League of Legends Esports. And Worlds. So we will close out our 2026 season with the biggest event in esports, again, not that I'm biased, which will be taking place in North America next year. We'll be welcoming 18 of the best teams from around the globe to compete for the Summoners Cup. Our journey will begin in Texas. So rather than holding play-ins and Swiss stages in the LA studio, we opted to visit only 2 cities for Worlds next year to prioritize a larger venue capable of hosting more stages of the event, to have more fans on hand, and to serve as a central location for fans across the Americas. So Texas will be hosting play-ins, Swiss, quarterfinals, and semifinals. And then we will head east for the grand final. Worlds 2026 will be in New York City, a place that is very near and dear to my heart as a guy who grew up in its shadow and lived there for a long time. I'm excited to bring League Esports back. We have big plans in the works for both cities. We can't wait to share more details on venues and dates later in 2026. All right, almost done, I promise. So before we wrap up, I want to take a moment to thank everyone who makes League of Legends Esports what it is. To our fans around the world, thank you for your passion, your energy, and your unwavering support. And to our teams, players, and partners, thank you for your dedication, your sacrifice, and the unforgettable moments that you bring to the Rift every year. And although going off script because they wrote it, I would also like to thank our comms and PR teams from around the world and the global team who put today together. They've made it a really special event for all of us. And thank you to all the media and content creators who joined us as well. So as we head into the World Finals, I want to wish T1 and KT the very best of luck. You have inspired fans across the globe, and now you stand on the biggest stage in esports, ready to make history. So thank you all for being a part of this incredible journey. I hope you enjoy being part of the biggest day in League of Legends Esports. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Greeley.
Cansado del ruido del drama sin fin, busco la historia detrás de mi cabeza. Cobertura